What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the future of Marvel. So we're going to talk about the potential of Thor 5 and the potential of the Hulk movie potentially in development. But there's a huge problem with that. Marvel Studios do not own the rights to Hulk still. But everyone under the sun keeps saying they're making a Hulk movie. Yeah, I cannot find one single article that actually says Marvel got the rights back. We go over some stuff, and the potential of a Hulk movie is insane. Do you not think if Marvel had the rights back, they would have already made the movie? They really would have already made the movie. People have claimed they've had the rights back for 2 years now. Why are they sitting on the Hulk rights? Because they don't have it. Thor 5, the potential director, is very cool, and it would bring the tone back to a serious tone, which was seriously lacking in Thor Love and Thunder. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? What's you here if you're out in your own to never miss any Marvel, DC, Kaiju, Monsterverse, pop culture-based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. You could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know, how excited are you for the potential of a Hulk movie and Thor 5? Because it sounds like Thor 5 is gonna be freaking fire. Also, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, and check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. So, there's an article going around that says George Miller has shown interest in directing Thor 5 and the Hulk movie, which is pretty insane. As we know, the Incredible Hulk movie is 2008, and we haven't really had any Hulk standalone movie because Universal owns the right. Now, it says here, last night a listing on Production Weekly had World Hulk shooting in 2025. Interesting. Now, the source of this is about as credible as anybody else. It's from the worldofreal.com, and a lot of people don't believe the validity of their articles and stuff, but they got stuff right about the Captain America test screenings being bad, and they were right on that. So, if you look on the internet about who owns the Hulk, it literally still comes up with Universal. Everyone talks about Marvel having the right back to Hulk and the Hulk Wolverine movie. Do you really think they're going to spend 2 hours on Hulk fighting the Wolverine? No. So Ruffalo, early 2024, played coy about a Hulk movie. He said this: I've been asked not to comment on that specifically. Hopefully one day they'll work it out. I think it'd be really cool. And I've been putting a lot of thought into what it could be, but I don't know yet. So it's interesting. However, February 2024, Ruffalo gave a much clearer response in a question. Yeah, Kevin Feige was like, what would you like to do? And he said, what would you do if you had a standalone Hulk movie? I said, well, I'd like to take him from the raging maniac to kind of an integrated character, and he's like, okay, we'll do that over the course of 4 movies. We'll never give you a standalone Hulk. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but that's not going to just happen. So we'll do it over the course of 4 movies. How does it sound? As far as I know, when asked if it's true that Marvel Studios doesn't want to do a Hulk movie, I can talk more about it, but I've been told not to. So it's very confusing on who owns the rights. Because as far as everything that I can find on the internet, distribution rights are still with Marvel Studios. Can make Hulk movies, but the previous deal meant Universal would have first rights for distribution. It's unclear if the Hulk movie distribution rights reverted back to Disney in 2023. And that is what everyone cites as their source for the rights being back at Marvel. But realistically, that was distribution rights for the Incredible Hulk, which set to revert back to 2023, and that's why the Incredible Hulk is on Disney+. But that does not mean they actually have the rights back to the character. Now, World War Hulk movie, yes, would be absolutely freaking insane if the information's going around is right. But the likes of My Time to Shine, so on and so forth, have been saying this for the longest time ever. Yes, they can use Hulk like they did in Deadpool and Wolverine. They can use him like they did in Endgame. But they nerfed him in Avengers Endgame and Infinity War because he's too OP, just like they nerfed other characters like Captain Marvel. Technically, they nerfed Thor as well. And I get it. People are like, yeah, but in Captain America 4, they're going to set up a Hulk movie with a different Hulk. And Amadeus Cho is going to be right at the end, where the leader is basically going to say he gave someone the Hulk juice. Still doesn't confirm whether they have the rights back. They've been they did She-Hulk, they had the Hulk in that. They've been teeing up this movie for such a long time. Personally, I don't think they have the rights, because if they had the rights, they would do it. This article saying Production Weekly how literally has details about the filming next year. It's pretty wild how Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige hasn't given us a Hulk movie in the MCU yet because they don't own the rights. I get it. It's a rights issue, so slowly down the process. But there's honestly nothing that money can't buy. I mean, really? The Werewolf Hulk comic follows the tragic death of Hulk's wife, a more powerful Hulk. Then he vows vengeance against the Illuminati and Earth's heroes and wreaks havoc against a wave of Earth's mightiest heroes, taking out a slew of targets of his chaotic path. Now here's the most interesting intel. I gathered from last night, Feige has reached out to numerous directors for World War Hulk, including George Miller, who did Furiosa. Very good movie, but it did bad. Additionally, Miller has also known to show an interest helming Thor 5, and it was actually his star Furiosa, Chris Hemsworth, that recently set up a meeting between Miller and Feige. Yeah, I'm sure Miller has met with Feige to talk about something. This article suggests Thor 5 and World War Hulk. One shouldn't be surprised Miller's interest in directing an MCU movie. He had planned a DCU movie, Justice League Immortal, fell apart during the final few days of pre-production. That will remain one of his great cinematic what-ifs. Just imagine Miller's visuals. Yeah, Miller's visuals would be freaking insane. So yeah, it would be cool if this World War Hulk movie, if any Hulk movie happened, but this narrative that they're going to have a Hulk versus Wolverine movie, it's never going to happen. And yeah, there's information going around that they're going to tee up another, Hulk appearance during Doomsday and Secret Wars. Hulk can appear anywhere, but not in a standalone movie. So Thor 5, him directing the Thor 5 movie would be absolutely insane. We know at the end of that movie, they essentially teased up a clash of the gods, Thor versus Hercules. I mean, technically, if Valhalla exists outside of the known multiverse, we could go down to Valhalla. The implication would have to visit Valhalla in Thor 5, could lead down a path storyline where Thor would ultimately have to die in battle to reach Valhalla. We could expect Thor to face off a very worthy opponent in Hercules, as we know, where his father Zeus tasked him to kill the god of thunder, following the Shemesh in the Shemesh city. This created a face-off between the Olympian pantheon and Norse god, which will undoubtedly be addressed in the up-and-coming movie. Perhaps midway through the film, Thor faces off against Hercules and falls at the hands of the god of strength, allowing Thor to finally enter Valhalla, and then we can have the Norse mythology. So there's so much they can actually do. It would be expected that Norse gods like Frigga, Odin, so on and so forth would be down in Valhalla. So Thor 5's got some insane potential. Could have the Thor corpse. So we could have Beta Ray Bill finally showing up, mighty Jane Foster Thor, Thunderstrike, Thor Odin's son. The potential for Thor 5 is insane. And I hope George Miller does direct this movie, but I don't think the Hulk rights have been reverted back. Although everyone likes to tell you this, My Time to Shine came out and was like, yes, I could officially confirm there's a movie in the works. They've been trying to get a Hulk movie for the longest time ever. It's realistically just a rights thing, from what I can understand. I don't have a Production Weekly account. No, I'm not going to pay, so I can't actually see if this is true. But according to reports on the internet, it's in development. But I can remember since Avengers Endgame, it's been in development since then. So saying it now, back in 2019, we were getting, a Hulk movie, Hulk versus Wolverine. So saying it's in development now doesn't really mean much. They're not practically going to randomly just do a Hulk movie. It's going to have to make sense. World War Hulk would make the most sense, have a bunch of different Hulks, or the Hulk going crazy. But, if you look on the Twitter sphere, community notes have actually community noted this, saying it's a load of nonsense. So who freaking knows? But a Hulk movie directed by George Miller, or Thor 5 directed by George Miller, hell, he could direct both of them, is absolutely insane. And according to this article, the project is scheduled to release before Secret Wars, which is 2027. But according to this article, they're shooting it this year. We could get a Thor movie and a Hulk movie by Avengers Secret Wars, but they don't have the rights to the Hulk, so I honestly don't believe this. And I know people are going to say in the comment section down below, yes, they do. Show me some freaking receipts. Show me where they have the rights. Because if Kevin had the rights back to Hulk, Hulk would have already had a movie. That's just facts. So like always, guys, let us know. What do you think about this information? Insane potential for Thor 5. Insane potential for any kind of Hulk movie. Yeah, we know they've been setting up Hulk's movie for a long time. Hence why we got the train wreck that was She-Hulk. We know, they're trying to set up Sakaar, etc., so on and so forth. But at the moment, it doesn't look like anything's coming from a Hulk movie. So like always, guys, I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So like always, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.